isn't it?
No practice, no problem. Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed.
Here we go.
And there is an incident in the first turn, just like you indicated, Mike, and we saw Stuart Friesen have that problem a year ago. And today, it's Matt Crafton in the 88 and the 9 of Codie Rohrbaugh.
Yeah, that is a big day for Codie. You can see a picture of young Joshua there on the hood. Was hurt in a kayaking accident, and they're trying to raise some money and some awareness, get some prayers for the
of Crafton. There he is on the high side heading into turn 1, and Rohrbaugh just
no, Rohrbaugh got hit by the 22.
Like Austin Wayne Self got into Rohrbaugh.
Rohrbaugh did nothing wrong. Crafton didn't. Stuart Friesen barely slipped through again. Todd, you talked about the hornet's nest, the middle of the pack. That was so avoidable on the 22's part, but you know, you go down in there and you throw it all out there, and sometimes it don't come back.
You know, Michael, going down into turn 1 of Pocono, it's like playing a game of chicken. You know, you go in there 3 and 4, 5 wide. Who's going to lift and who's going to get out of the hole and give up the spot? And Austin Wayne Self thought that he was had enough with your drivers for that one.
I was just so happy they made it.
Oh, look at this crash.
Oh, no.
Raphael Lessard, and it is the 22 of Austin Wayne Self again, and the 4 of Lessard was in the grass at one point. Heavy hit for Lessard. And while Austin Wayne Self avoided the incident in turn 1 on the first lap, he was not able to avoid that situation, and there is heavy damage to the front end of that 22 truck.
Did they somehow get bottled up here? The 04, yeah. Roper was down low and off the gas, and I don't think that Lessard anticipated him not having that much speed, and he had to avoid him.
Yeah, I think Raphael felt like he was going to come down the racetrack, and he was trying to give him some room. And being the first time that Raphael has ever been through turn 3, he didn't realize that the grass was right there. There was no apron at that point of the racetrack. And we know how these splitters are. They dig right in. It dug in and turned them up the track.
It all started with the 04 losing maybe a little bit of momentum. And
well, you look at that right there, and Raphael had plenty of room. I don't know. I think maybe the inexperience.
That's got to be a little disappointing. Get a start on the pole and find yourself all the way back.
Oh, and now the 45 of Majeski after some contact and a heavy hit. Majeski won the ARCA race here last year, but we had just mentioned what a great start he was off to here in this race, and I'm sure was thinking maybe he had something to work with for the long haul today, and his day quickly comes
to the outside because he got that draft. And when he does that, Majeski moves up to block, and they come together. Looked like Enfinger moved down a little, and Majeski, what'd you see, Tom?
You called it perfect. Grant went to the outside, had about maybe a foot up alongside Ty's truck, and there again, as a driver, you have to make the call inside that truck whether you're going to try to block him or not. At that point, Ty had the line into the corner, and I don't think I would have tried to block him. A spotter cannot. That's the spotter view. That's what the spotter would see. You can't make that call for the driver. If he's alongside him, you can say looking outside, maybe outside, but you can't make the call, and it's up to the driver to make that decision.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh. Stay up top here. Stay up top. Got about 5 more coming. You got 2 more coming. There's 5 back. All clear.
Certainly not the way Poole envisioned his day going, and that remember everyone deployed machine.
That's the risk you take when you brush the wall, Todd. It's really hard for the driver, the spotter. Everybody has to work together to see if you got a rub, see if you see any tire smoke. There's Jordan's back in the distance.
Yeah, he's slow. He already knows he's got a flat tire right there. Had to.
Able to keep it off the wall. So avoided damage from contact, and as you said, Mike, bring that back slowly so it doesn't tear up the truck in the process.
Stuart Friesen in the 52 truck. He got loose up in turn 1. Oh, and there's another truck out of control.
Tate Fogleman, the 0-2.
He was hit by Tanner Gray. Gray got loose on the bottom, like we talked about all day, how hard it is to hang on down there.
Why is it so difficult, Mike, to hang on at that position?
You don't have any air to lean on. These trucks.
Tanner Gray in the 15 and Fogleman in the 0-2.
There you see.
Yep. Like Gray had to gather it up to begin with, and then on the recovery got into the...
And then what didn't help right there is Tanner got in the corner so shallow, Michael.
Yes, that's
that
bad.
he had to pinch it right there.
It almost hung onto it enough to keep it off of Fogleman, and then Gray doesn't crash. She felt terrible.
You didn't think tires, as you see Moffitt on pit road on the right-hand side, oh, and there's the 18 of Eckes around from the lead. Christian Eckes.
Wow.
Coming across the tunnel turn. Jamie.
Christian Eckes just came on the radio, said, I blew a right rear.
Well, there's some cords that look like that were rattling on it. Yeah, he just loses a right rear tire. A nice heads-up driving by Brandon Jones to duck under him.
Well, that could have very easily taken out both the KBM trucks.
See the cords flopping there on that right rear tire. He's called that exactly correct.
Well, what a heartbreaker for Eckes.
He's sideways as he enters the corner. It was soft on the straightaway even.
Eckes hasn't been feeling well this week, been battling a sinus infection, and that did not help the way he feels, that's for sure.
Now we're going to have another one of these crazy restarts. I'll be nervous, as I'm sure a bunch of crew chiefs
in the top 5, but third place Creed is about a second behind, and now they're going to tighten up because the 83 of Tim Viens has brought out the caution.
Watch that.
Watch it way back there in the right-hand side of the screen. See Viens going around.